Hi there, you are watching the Higher Education Pathways for Teachers and Advisors from the WIN. In this session, we'll look at what higher education actually is. We'll put the education levels into context. We'll explore the HE options available and how they differ with their learning methods and environments. We'll provide you with tools to search for courses and careers, and also provide you with useful resources to go forward. So, what is higher education? In a nutshell, it's a course that you study at aged 18 or older and is classed as level 4 and above. So let's put those education levels into context. In years 10 and 11, students might be studying GCSEs or BTECs, and this is level 2 education. Following that, in years 12 and 13, students might be studying A-levels or BTECs, or a combination of the two, or entry-level apprenticeships, and these are level 3 qualifications. It's the next step up, which is our focus in this session, and that's higher education level 4 and above. So let's look at the higher education options. We'll look at a degree, often known as a bachelor's degree, a foundation degree, an HNC, which is a higher national certificate, and an HND, which is a higher national diploma, and finally, higher and degree level apprenticeships. Let's start with a degree. A degree will typically last for 3 years. However, it could take longer if you decide to do a placement year, or if you study a certain subject, such as veterinary science or medicine perhaps. A degree is an academic way of learning. So broadly speaking, it's not so much practical, and it's more about the theory and the research behind things. One of the great things about university study, however, is that you get to choose to study how and when you want. You might choose to study in a library, or in your own room, or even in a cafe, or out on the grass if you get a sunny enough day. However, it's the responsibility of the student to manage their time effectively so they are on top of their studies. Next up, we'll look at a foundation degree and an HNC, HND together. We'll look at these together because these are vocational ways of learning. So whilst there be some academic study, we'll learn and be assessed in other ways as well. So students may partake in reports and assignments or group presentations, for example. Lastly, we'll look at higher and degree level apprenticeships. Broadly speaking, these are taught in the same way, except that with one, you get a degree as a qualification. These are work-based qualifications. So 80% of the time is spent in work, learning by doing, learning from other people around you. And 20% is off-the-job learning. So it might be that the student goes to a college 1 day a week, or that they're expected to do the extra work in their own time on a laptop or PC perhaps. In order to search for degrees, foundation degrees, and HNCs and HNDs, UCAS would be the best place to start. UCAS will list all the courses available in your chosen area, and this is where you would also go to in the future when you want to apply for a qualification. Once you're in ucas.com, this is what you will see. In the middle is a search toolbar. You can put a subject area in there and press search. Following that, on the left-hand side, you'll see undergraduate, and this is where you'll search for degrees, HNDs, and foundation degrees. Once you click on there, it will bring up all the universities and courses available in the subject area that you chose. If you wish, you can click on one of those, and it will tell you more about that specific course, an overview of what you might study and the modules and entry requirements, etc. However, it might well be that there's too many courses to look through. So if you wanted to, you can filter it to your needs. So it might well be that you want to choose specifically a bachelor's degree or specifically an HND, for example, and you can apply these filters. Once you do, you just click done, and then it will filter those courses accordingly. If you wanted to search for apprenticeships, simply type in "find an apprenticeship" into any search engine, and it will take you to the relevant page on the gov.uk website. And this is the search page that you will see. If you wished, you can create an account, and it's this way where you can set up alerts for apprenticeships that you're particularly interested in. Equally, you can just press search and go. Here you'd enter details of an employer you wanted to work for or a particular job sector. In this case, we're using engineering as an example. You'd pop in where you live and how far you're willing to travel, and at the bottom, the apprenticeship level that you want to study at. In this example, we're using degree. Simply click search and it will bring up all the apprenticeships in your chosen area. You can scroll through them as an overview, but equally, if you click on one of them, you'll get more detail. You'll have an overview of what you'll be expected to do, how much you get paid, how long the apprenticeship is expected to last, as well as entry requirements. We hope you found this a useful resource. However, there's loads more really good websites to help you with your research. The Uni Guide and the Complete University Guide will give you a comprehensive overview of university. What uni allows you to compare universities and courses. And the Student Room is a website that has bags of advice as well as some really good forums on there. Not Going to University is a website for those seeking an alternative pathway to university. And you can get a comprehensive roundup through Amazing Apprenticeships and Institute for Apprenticeships. Finally, if you want reviews and to hear from real-life apprentices, then you can go on to Rate My Apprenticeship. We'll put the links to all these at the end of the session. There are some great podcasts out there. The Wonky Show is a weekly podcast with a panel of experts on the latest developments within HE. There's a national and international focus on higher education from the Times Higher Education, whilst there are apprenticeship-focused podcasts on Skills World Live and Expert HR. If you'd like to contact us here at the Win, then please do feel free to email us at win@bath.ac.uk, or you can write to us at Virgil Building, room 305, University of Bath, Manvers Street, Bath, BA1 1JW. Thank you for viewing this resource, and I will leave you with the website links.